Hi everyone, welcome to the video on atomic radius. Your notes should be labeled like this at the top. Our first job is to describe what is atomic radius. Radius, as you might know from math, is just the size of something. So an atomic radius is just the size of a neutral. Neutral means charge 0 atom. So how big is our atom? Every single atom on the periodic table is a different size. So we have to understand how do we look at this size distribution on the table. You should also have a mini periodic table drawn below. I'm just using a rectangle to make things easy. Let's start at the top left. I drew a dot to represent an atom. Maybe it's hydrogen or lithium. Essentially, it's just an atom at the top left of our table. So now let's think about what happens as we move down our periodic table. If I draw the next atom, it's going to be bigger. The next one, even larger. The next one, even larger. As I move down the periodic table, the atomic radius increases. You might ask, why? This is very important to understand. Well, as we move down the periodic table, we have an increase in the number of energy levels. Each atom has one more energy level than the one above it. This makes it bigger and makes it occupy more space. Our electrons are farther away from our nucleus. Now, let's go across our periodic table. So let's start again, top left, and let's go to the right. What happens? If we look, we find that the atoms get smaller. So, as we move to the left, our atoms increase in size. Again, the reason is so important for this. The number of protons increases as we go to the right. That makes it more positive, and you have more positive charge, which pulls the electrons inside. And that makes it a smaller atom. So if we look at the periodic table, we find that the largest atom is called francium, the bottom right. It's the biggest atom on the periodic table. The smallest atom is a little bitty fluorine at the top right. Now you know everything there is to know on a basic level about atomic radius. Move on to ionic radius. It's very similar, and keep going.